sound test?
Yes, let's do it.
I'm going to keep it loud because I've got a cold and I'm a bit quiet today.
Okay.
But if it's too loud, you tell me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Sound test here at Salisbury Stadium, where we're about to watch what should be a tremendous match between Salisbury Inter and West Torrens Birkalla.
It's too loud now.
Sorry?
Too loud.
Too loud?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try this. Okay, I've adjusted the volume downwards and we're now here for this memorable meeting between Inter and Berks, and their most recent clash was in the final.
Down, please.
Sorry?
More down, please. Little bit down.
A little bit down?
Yes. Hey Ben, you're doing powerful test now.
But both these sides come into this match outside of the finals places, and both have recorded 2 wins and 3 losses in their first 5 rounds. It's still relatively early in the season, but both sides will feel that with a win today, to take them to a record of 3 wins and 3 losses, that'd be the minimum requirement for a satisfactory start to the year. How was that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Good?
Thank you.
All right. I start 2 minutes only before the game.
Sorry, Ben?
I start only 2 minutes before the game. 10:58.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, he gonna start at 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. You come into the voice? Oh, yeah. Input 1, that's right. And the MB is for input 2. Yeah, sound of it. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. need more cable here.
Yeah. Have a look.
Is that okay?
Here it comes. Yep, no problem.
Perfect, thank you.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Good morning and welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's broadcast of this round 6 match of the 2025 Apex Steel NPLSA season. It's between Salisbury Inter and West Torrens Birkalla. It's an early start because it's a massive day in women's football in South Australia. This is the first of 2 WNPL matches here at Service FM Stadium, and later today, Adelaide United will play Western United in the A-League W elimination final at Hindmarsh. Well, there have been several memorable meetings between Inter and Berks, and their most recent clash was itself in a finals match, last year's preliminary final, and that saw Inter come from behind to record a 2-1 win, and they followed that up with victory in the 2024 WNPL Grand Final. But both these sides come into this match outside of the finals places, and both have recorded 2 wins and 3 losses in the first 5 rounds. Berks at least have won their last 2 league fixtures after opening with 3 consecutive losses. Inter lost their last league fixture to Adelaide Uni, though they did then defeat the same team in the WNPL and WSL Cup in their most recent match. It's still relatively early in the season, but both sides will feel that a win today to take them to a record of 3 wins and 3 losses would be the minimum requirement for a satisfactory start to the season. Just looking at the tunnels, and the referee today is Mark Padros, and the assistants are Cameron Joy and Indiana Van Diesen. Teams will shortly be lining up in the tunnel to come out. Not surprisingly, given what's happening later today at Hindmarsh, it is a very quiet morning here at Service FM Stadium. But if you're watching from home, hope you're ready to enjoy what should be a massive and fantastic day of women's football here in SA. Really tightly bunched in the middle of the WNPL ladder at the moment. These 2 teams currently find themselves in 6th and 8th position respectively. Even though they both have the 2 wins and the 3 losses, goal difference separating 3 teams on the ladder. Inter in 6th, Flinders United in 7th, Berks in 8th. But a winner today will probably get themselves into the top 5 by the end of the round, and that would put the successful team into the finals places. It's exactly 1/3 of the season completed after today, 6 of the 18 rounds. Teams walk out, as I said, led by referee Mark Padros and assistants Cameron Joy and Indiana Van Diesen. We'll have a look at the lineups. Inter is the home team today, wearing the blue and black striped shirt. Matilda Comley is in goals. The back 5 will be Talia Gromball and Mina Nishitani on the flanks. And the middle 3 will be Hannah Freer, Captain Chantel Ryder and Zoe Jackson. In midfield, it's Jasmine Stiles, Selena Cravo and Georgia Box. And up forward, Erin Hood and Ange Mills. Berks will be starting with Kendall Jenner in goal. The back 4 of Elle Princes, Nicole Robertson, Sarah Chappell and Mabel Day. The midfield, Michaela Quinn, Mariah Applin and Lena Vogelsang. And up forward, it's Caitlin Reardon and Sasha Williams, either side of Talia Bilardo. Berks will be in the white kit today, their change strip as the away team. The 2 captains, Chantel Ryder and Sarah Chappell, currently at the coin toss to decide ends and the first kick of the game. Should be a fantastic match. It almost always is between these 2 teams. Usually so many talking points come out of Berks and Inter matchups. And as I mentioned, the last time they met here was a dramatic afternoon. Preliminary final, the match with a grand final spot at stake. Berks took the lead through Dylan Holmes in the second half, but to hit back, goal from Erin Hood 7 minutes later to cancel that one out, and then Ruri Nagashima with the winner. It was a match that ended on a sad note with an injury to Sarah Chappell, which required her to leave in an ambulance, but fortunately she's back and 100% again. What looks like Inter are going to be kicking from right to left. That means they'll be kicking towards the southern or city end here at Service FM Stadium, but it's Berks who are going to have the kickoff. And we are away. There's an early touch for Zoe Jackson. Styles. Gromble. Played back to keeper Matilda Comley. Gromble. Cravo turns there. Intercepted. But won back well by Cravo. Just dispossessing Reardon there. Hood wants to try to get the ball into Ange Mills. But that's Kendall Jenner's ball. Jenner looks to go long in the direction of Bilardo. That's well won there by Freer. It's going to be cleared by Day. Here's Williams. Inboard to Vogelsang. And that's a nicely weighted chip to try to get Applin going, but important cover there by Gromble. Box. Freer. Gets the call from Comley, so that's where it goes. Some early pressure from Burks, though they just drop off a little bit now. Here's Jackson. Hood. Inter able to hold on possession, but they're going to get forced back again. Comley now. It's just patiently trying to work a way out, but Freer's got plenty of space here and can advance. Good challenge there by Day, but Mills holds on and gets it back to Freer. Now here's Cravo. Styles. Good hassling by Vogelsang, who wins possession. Now, ball forward by Princess. Williams. And has forced the corner. First one of the game. And it's going to Birkalla. Applin goes over to take. There's a few players beyond the back post for Burks. Williams is on the move. Goes into the centre. And it was won by Vogelsang, but the ball went straight up and Inter are just about able to clear. And a follow-up there by Princess will land safely in the hands of Matilda Comley. Comley uses Jackson, who's the right centre-back in this 3 centre-back system for Inter. Gromble. It's being forced backwards. Comley. Again, it's Jackson. Over to Freer now. Nishitani's available. But Freer goes inboard. Uses box. Just patience from Inter at the moment. Jackson. He's missed Cravo. And a shot by Applin. Not a bad idea, but safe enough for Comley. Sorry, the shot was by Princess, my apologies, who's playing in a more midfield position at the moment. Jackson. That's a good bit of control there by Mills. Here's Ryder, has a little bit of space to push into. Hood holds on well, box, and the flag's going to go up there against Ange Mills. Facing the side she was with last season, West Torrens Birkalla. Now, Burke's trying to work their way up the attacking left, but it's just going to go a little bit too far, and it's with Comley. Jackson. It's a good ball inboard. And into now trying to get Mills on the way, but that was well handled by Sarah Chappell. And now a chance here for Reardon. And a goal. Burks take the lead early. And it was a quick break that got them away. And it was a great ball by Sarah Chappell. 1-0 to the visitors. And it's another one for Caitlin Reardon, who also scored 2 rounds ago in Burke's first win of the season over Metro. Freer. Early question asked of Salisbury Inter. Nishitani. Box gets it back to Freer. Styles. Box. Freer. Comley. Ryder now. Breaks to Selena Cravo. That's a good ball. Here's Hood. And it's going to give away the free there. No, the free has gone Inter's way. My apologies. First chance for Inter from a set piece, but they take it quickly. Now, Mills is in the middle here, and ball was just behind the Inter striker. Mills dispossesses Williams there. Nishitani gets it back from box. Ryder. Finds Hood. Box. Good challenge by Chappell. Freer battling there with Williams. Ryder will get it to Nishitani. And that's a nicely weighted ball. Oh, well, maybe just a little bit too much on it for Hood. And Kendall Jenner collects. Burks have the throw. That's going to run on for Ryder there. Styles. Jackson. Here's Freer. Cravo. Ryder, Styles. Switched over to Freer now. Nishitani. Freer, and that's going to be intercepted by Mabel Day. Here's Bilardo. Vogelsang, Reardon on the move again. And that time, that's going to go to Comley in the Inter goal. Back to Freer. Into just trying to work their way out of these sorts of areas. haven't yet sort of built the sort of transitions that they like to play through their opposition midfield. Reardon can see that out and leave it for Robertson. Applin tried to help it on there, but that's going to be a throw for Inter. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and we thank our partners Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Jackson. It's back to Comley. Freer now. Jackson. Now that's not a bad ball. It's just going to be a little too wide though for Gromble's run. Throw in to be taken by Robertson. At this stage, Birks are playing a back three centre backs, of which Robertson is the left side. Chappell in the middle and Day on the right. Freer. Styles. Here's Cravo. Jackson. Birks have won possession and Perintis has it, and they'll also get a free kick for a foul on Robertson. Chappell now. Perintis is available in the middle, but it looks like Chappell's going to go longer. Williams wants to get the touch on, but that's going to run on for Comley. Ryder. Styles plays it to Freer. Here's Jackson. Board, Hood. It's going to go out for a Birks throw. Bilardo's on the move. Back in board for Vogelsang. Bilardo gets the ball in the middle. Freer is there, and Jackson can help it away. And Birks have it back through Robertson. Quinn is looking for Williams. Ball with Comley. And we're in the 13th minute on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And the score is Salisbury Inter 0, West Torrens Birkalla 1, just as occurred in last year's preliminary final. Birks take the early lead, although it was a lot earlier than in that prelim, where there were no goals in the first half. Freer. Box is free and board. Freer goes a bit further to Ryder, who's got a couple of players around her, but gets it to Cravo. Jackson now, that's a good ball. Can Mills get onto it? Oh, and it's spun around Mills. Oh, that was an important saving tackle by Jenner. Had to get that just right, because a foul or a miss, and Mills could have turned around and put the ball into an empty net. Good interception there by Vogelsang. But Freer has it back. Nishitani. Cravo gets the return ball out to Nishitani. Throw in to Birks. Vogelsang. Cravo's there for Inter. Jackson. Styles. Ryder now. Comley. Jackson. Into just making the extra player with the back three. But Jackson's run into trouble here. And Bilardo was just behind where Vogelsang's ball was directed. And into just get out of jail there. Ryder. Box. Ryder now. Oh, that's really good play by Princess. And, well, there's a big decision to make for referee Padros here. Matilda Comley's gone. Princess won the ball. And Comley saying that she played the ball. Princess went down, but in the view of referee Padros, it's a foul and denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And this is disaster for Inter. They don't have a reserve keeper today, and they're also down to 10 players. It's going to be Chantel Ryder to go into goal. It's a huge moment in this game, and Inter are in real strife here. Down to 10 with a full 75 minutes to play. Their captain having to go into goals. And giving the instructions to the players. But if Burks can score here, it would take a comeback of even greater magnitude than it would already be for Inter to get back into this game. At 1-0 with 10 players, maybe they could survive and get something out of this game. But after chasing a couple of goals with a one-player disadvantage, that's going to be, you would think, close to mission impossible. Aplin's over the ball. So is Reardon. Here it comes. I fancy it's Aplin's left. No, it's Reardon. Goal kick. So I think I've heard that Inter-coach Carl Maynard is going to switch the defence to a back four, and that called out to Nishitani across the field to say, you're in the fullback position in the back four. So the reshape essentially is simply taking Ryder out of the defensive five and making it a defensive four. Now, Burks are on the march again, and that ball nearly got into Bilardo, but Freer's going to be able to get it away. So it's basically a 4-4-1 for Inter. Ange Mills is the one up alone as the centre forward. And its ball might just break to her. No, it was Hood, but here's Quinn. Ball through to Aplin, and the offside flag has gone up. Well, I mentioned that these two sides played in the preliminary final last year. In the match before that, in the minor semi-final, which is a knockout final, Inter had a one-player advantage for quite some time, We'll just pause that for a moment. Or Cravo's just trying to get that through to Styles. And this is the problem that Inter might have, is on the break. But we are going to wait to see on the outcome of a possible injury here. It's Princess, who just copped a ball in the midriff, might be winded. Back on her feet. Robertson, we're able to restart. Freer. Here's Vogelsang for Burks. Just trying to work their way forward. Bilardo. That's going to be a free kick to Inter. Jackson. Here's Robertson. Burks is trying to get the ball forward. Jackson will be able to cover that again and get it back to Ryder, now the goalkeeper for Salisbury Inter. Ryder's done this job before. In fact, last season, Inter travelled to Adelaide City in a match in which Chantel Ryder started as keeper and kept a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw. Finds Hood there. That's going to fall to Sarah Chappell. Under pressure. Burke's just about going to get away with it. Mabel Day has time and space, and Williams up the wing. Williams has Vogelsang inside, wants to get Bilardo going further up. Bilardo and Jackson, the two number 9s. Good challenge, Jackson. Back with Williams. Vogelsang. Still going, Vogelsang gets the ball in. Gromball was there, but it comes to Applin. Goal kick. Hope you're enjoying the action. And we thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Gromball. Cravo. Box loses possession eventually. Day. Williams. Freer in the way. Yeah, I was mentioning that the week before the preliminary final that these two teams played last year in the minor semi-final, Burks had a one-player advantage for much of the second half against Comets, who had a player sent off also for denial of goal-scoring opportunity. And really, they weren't able to make it count. And for quite a while, it was Comets that actually took the lead with 10 players. But Burks then scored twice in the dying minutes to record a dramatic victory. How will this one play out? Challenged there by Jackson to deny Bilardo and get the ball away. Could be a throw-in, which Princess will come and take. Gets it back from Vogelsang. Cravo tries to get there ahead of Vogelsang and does. Here's Robertson though. And that's going to be offside against Sasha Williams. Freer to take the free. Back to Ryder. Cravo, Freer. Burks players just dropping off initially. Oh, and that's short. Applin now There's a 2-on-1. Applin! Oh, it's just wide. Well, it's an individual error that led to the chance, but these are the risks. You've got to get so many things right when you're a player down, and it almost requires perfection for the rest of the game in the situation that Inter find themselves in now. But this team is not a 3-time champion for nothing. They will fight this out, whatever the result may be. There's Robertson clearing, and it's good because it gives a chance to Reardon to win the ball. Reardon, and Bilardo was free in the middle, absolutely free. The ball ended up in the grateful hands of Chantel Ryder, who looks for Hood, but Robertson will win that. Applin. Jackson's there for Inter. It's out of play. Applin. Won by Jackson. Freer. Ryder. Chantel Ryder has plenty of experience. In fact, brought up her 200th senior game here in SA in her last match, where Inter defeated Adelaide Uni 4-1 in extra time, and Ryder scored a cracking goal to make it 4-1 late in the game. Now here's a chance for Hood. 3 players around her, still going Hood! Robertson with the block in the end. It's about as close as Inter have been. That's going to go out, but yeah, there's nothing Ryder hasn't seen. Of course, that tally of 200 doesn't include games she played in the season that she was part of Adelaide United, and of course in her native Queensland before that. So we'll know that despite Inter's predicament, there's a long way to go. There's plenty of action to unfold. Freer, box, Styles, good turn. Styles wants the right. Straight to Jenner, but that's more promising for Inter. Chappell. Robertson. Grumble in the way, but it's fallen to Applin. Robertson, Applin. Wants to get it over to where Bilardo is. Bilardo tries to go to the other side of Ryder. Ryder is able to claim and get the ball to Freer. Hood. It's gone straight to Robertson though. Quinn, still Quinn. Wants to get Vogelsang going. Reardon already has one this afternoon. Turns Reardon. It might get to Vogelsang. Freer is there. Vogelsang makes the interception. Here's Hood. And I'm not sure how referee Pedros is going to see that, but it's going to be a free kick to Burks in the end. For Insis to take. Goes straight to goal. No problem for Ryder. Ryder's kicked towards where Williams is, and it's run on to Mabel Day. Freer is there. Box. Nishitani. Styles. Freer. Now trying to get Mills one-on-one there, but Robertson wins it. Quinn. Reardon, who's really got the skates on today, perhaps boosted by that very well taken goal that separates the teams at the moment. Here's Quinn. Just to get it out wide, but there's Gromball. Pressure stays on. And Jackson just manages to get it back to Ryder. Ryder now wants to get it out to where Hood is. Headed away, Freer. Styles. Oh, and ran straight into Princess there. And the brakes on again. That's a good ball from Applin to Reardon. Reardon inboard. And a chance and a goal from Princess. Burks make it 2. And Inter have an absolute mountain to climb. It was a terrific breakdown the left, and the ball into Princess from Reardon was good, and Princess made no mistake and also has her second for the season. Also scoring against West Adelaide in round 3. Well, Burks lost 5-1 that day. That's not going to be the score today. They look set for 3 points, and it would take something remarkable from Inter to change that. Goals from Reardon and Princess. Throw in here for Nishitani. Cravo wanted to hook the ball in. Here's Mills. Mills! Goal kick. Well, we've played 32 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And the score is Salisbury into 0, West Torrens Birkalla 2. Now, Burks again able to take advantage of that extra player, working their way forward with a little bit more ease than you normally would against a side like Inter. But it falls to Ryder. Styles. Jackson. And that's going to be a foul against Aaron Hood. Long from Jackson. And here's Mills trying to get the ball past a couple of Burks defenders. It was bouncing, made it difficult. But now Burks have broken again, this time through Williams. Williams wants to take Freer on. Still going. Freer does well, but Burks have the corner. Applin will come over to take it. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast, for which we thank our partners. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. You can see that this is into the wind from the corner flag, and it's coming towards Chantel Ryder's near post. And Ryder puts the ball out for another corner. The ball really did hold up there. Just a little bit of extra breeze at the moment. Applin again. Ryder claims. Ryder just gets her players out of the box and rolls it to Jackson. Hood. Styles. Now, trying to get Mills going, but Chappell will get there. Jenner wants to get Williams going and does. Inboard to Perinsis. Oh, not a bad attempt to get the ball out to Vogelsang. Ryder comes out and clears. Day is looking for Williams there, but that's gone for a throw. Now, Inter are going to make a change, presumably to try to reshape and in the wake of going down to 10 players, and it's going to be Ange Mills, I think, that comes off. So Gabby DeMarco comes on. And that's taking out a forward and bringing on a defender. And I think DeMarco is going to go to right back and Talia Gromball is going to be moved into midfield. Now, can Hood get onto this? Jenner will get there and put it out for a throw. Yeah, DeMarco appears to have gone to right back. It's going to be a throw in for Inter when we restart. Nishitani. Here's Hood. Cravo. Nishitani was looking for that angle for the cross, but chose Freer instead. Oh, and given away, Perinsis. Nishitani makes the saving tackle. Mabel Day with the throw just on the attacking side of the halfway line. Williams turns it around and Vogelsang is there. Vogelsang straight to Ryder. Styles. And Prince got in the way there, but it's fallen to Ryder again. Freer. Box. Ishitani. Gromball. That's a good interception there by Chappell, but it's fallen back to Gromball. DeMarco. Gromball. Freer. Nice touching board by Box, but Robertson got there. Box gets it back. Oh, just wanted to get Hood going. Styles. Cravo. This is better from Inter. Cravo lifts it over the top. Hood! Oh, it was a good chance. It needed a very precise chip. But that's probably Inter's best opening of the game. And in the end, it's a goal kick. And Burks hold on to that 2-0 lead. Robertson. That's going to be a foul on Bilardo. Now, Vogelsang plays it out to Reardon. That's going to be Riders. Ryder will kick this time. Cravo. Oh, it's only hit Vogelsang. Williams is onside here. Williams, Bilardo in the middle. Oh, and didn't get enough on that. Into escape. Cravo. DeMarco. Ryder now. Oh, and that gave Freer some work to do. It's fallen to Vogelsang. Sasha Williams will have to retrieve, but has time. Vogelsang gets the cross in. It's a good one. Oh, the flag's gone up, but it was a terrific save by Ryder to deny Bilardo. And Chantel Ryder wasn't to know that the flag would go up there. We're into the last 5 minutes of this first half on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And it's Salisbury into nil, West Torrens, Birkalla 2, and Birkalla with the extra player. Matilda Comley dismissed earlier for denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Huge task ahead of Salisbury Inter. Quinn. Chappell. Robertson. Now it comes across today. Shitani with the challenge there to deny Williams. Throw in Burks. Sasha Williams, who has 2 goals for the season. One in the most recent league match, win over Campbelltown. And here's Williams again. Puts it in board. Applin! 3-0. Burke's domination continues. And Sasha Williams, who I was just talking about getting 2 of her own, was provider there. And Mariah Applin, oddly enough, that's her first goal of the season. Someone who was a huge part of Burke's finals run last year. She's made it 3 for her team. Styles. Mishitani. Wants boxing board. Vogelsang wins it. It's going to be a free kick, and Box is going to get booked here, and Inter really need to be careful because well, it's still morning. It will be afternoon by the time this game ends, but it could really unravel if they're not careful. 3-0 down, a player down, 1 now into the book. Applin will take. Players lined up on the 18-yard area, but Applin instead goes back to Chappell. Looks like a set move because it's got Perinsis free on the right now. Perinsis, it's a corner. Short offer comes from Applin. They've played it. Applin, Perinsis, and Nishitani gets it away. Now, just trying to fashion a chance there was Reardon. But Jackson got it to Styles. Now, here goes Erin Hood. It's a long way from goal, but has to make the run. Styles got forward, it went behind her, and Robertson was able to clear. Jackson. DeMarco now. If DeMarco can keep that in, oh no. When it's not your day, it's not your day. And all those little things not happening for Inter. And I think they'll be grateful for the halftime whistle, at least give them a chance to get a break and reset themselves for what's going to be an exceptionally difficult second half here at Service FM Stadium for the home team. Here goes Williams again, who's just assisted the third goal, but Nishitani in the way, Cravo, Styles, and Freer's ball forward was headed back by Day, and here's Applin. Now Jackson needs to win that and does. Now, here's Robertson. Day. Williams. Once again, there's that ball in board. And Vogelsang can't get past Freer on that occasion, but is able to see the ball out for a throw in. Into stoppage time now. Quinn's throw, Vogelsang. It's put out. And referee Mark Padros blows for half time, and it's a half that has absolutely belonged to West Torrens Birkalla. 3 goals, they were scored by Caitlin Reardon, Elle Princes and Mariah Applin. And they have a 1-player advantage with Matilda Comley sent off early in this first half for a denial of obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And it does look like an all but impossible task for Salisbury Inter in the second half. It will be interesting to see what sort of fight they can mount, but they really are up against it. The halftime score here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's West Torrens Birkalla 3. I should say Salisbury Inter 0, West Torrens Birkalla 3. Don't go anywhere. After about 10 or so minutes of messages, we'll bring you the second half of action here at Service FM Stadium.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Labasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Busasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if you did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then can cut it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delangas.
Jason Constantopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka, Kristen Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Headed away. Only to Metro Stars though, edge of the box here. Visser. Now Gow with a little flick. Visser back in the box and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on.
What a goal.
Oh wow! Oh my god! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
Ryan Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside of the line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. Mine's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8.
Costelli being to it by Caden. Now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half time, David.
It's a beautiful finish. Just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, Football SA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
something here. Plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker. Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, if Elisa keeps the play flowing instead of it turning around,
Have a shot. It's gone in. Tom Lee and Bonner, and just as we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes and just been right into the game. It's 1-0 up.
Goes to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. Long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge, and it looked like Elliott never picked it up, and Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away. Or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun. But did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Ghana United is like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. It's really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
To make its way through to Nicola despite the deflection. Here's Hazelwood, who does well to control the ball with the head. Hazelwood storming into the area, tries the shot, great save. And that should give Elliott a bit more confidence. He's done really, really well there. That ball was travelling.
Here's Hood. Just needs to finish. Gets it past Murphy. Needs to have some sort of hit. And Murphy manages to backpedal and make the stop.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
I think Atletico is being built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks, are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Welcome back to Service FM Stadium, where Salisbury, Inter and West Torrens Birkalla are doing battle. And that battle is very much on West Torrens Birkalla's terms. They lead by 3-0. Those goals being scored in the first half by Caitlin Reardon, Elle Perinsis and Mariah Applin. And really, as well as being one player up due to the red card shown to Matilda Comley, who was judged to have denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. It really is very hard to see how Berks will not secure the 3 points. But Inter, I'm sure, have a plan and are about to kick off. What can they do after probably the worst 45 minutes of football they'll be able to remember just unfolded for them in that first half. And it's going to be a throw-in, won by Gabby DeMarco, who's come to the right-hand side for, in fact, it's a goal kick. No, it is a throw-in. Wants to get Hood going, but in the end has just picked up a bit of territory. And it's going to have to do the retrieval work, unfortunately. We are broadcasting. The side that we are closest to here is the outer side of Service FM Stadium, not where any of the spectators are likely to be, especially on a cool, breezy day like today. And it was Erin Hood, but the ball's gone out for a goal kick. When trying to reshape with these 10 players. It's 4 at the back for Inter. Jackson and Freer are the 2 centre-backs. Chantel Ryder's in goal, of course. And Gabby DeMarco is at right back. But here's an opportunity, possibly for Reardon, but Ryder got there first. Quinn. Reardon. Quinn. Well, it's nicely thought of, but the ball will run through for Ryder. So there's 4 at the back. Nishitani and DeMarco, the fullbacks. And Gromble's gone into a bit of a number 6 position. With the 3 midfielders ahead of her, Georgia Box, Jazz Styles, and Selena Cravo, and it's Erin Hood, 1 out at the front. Doesn't look like there's been any changes for Burks at half-time. Chappell. Quinn. Applin. Trying to get the ball over for Reardon. But Jackson gets there, and a bit of a friendly moment there between Jackson and Reardon, both coming from the Football SA program last season into these respective sides. Sure, they played together quite a bit. Robertson. Parinsas. It's a high line from Inter at the moment. Oh, and everybody hesitated for a moment, but Freer got going in the end to make sure that Applin didn't get onto it, and gets it back from Ryder. DeMarco. Styles. Freer back to Ryder. And that ball's just gone past Hood, but Nishitani has it. Gets the return ball. It's gone out for a throw though. Williams. Doors blocked there. Here's Williams again. 2 players for company, and Box is one of them. That's going to be a free kick. Shatani to take. It will be long. There's no short options here. Wants to get it over to where Hood is. And Styles was just creeping through there, but Burks have got it away. Reardon. Turns back. Now, I inadvertently said that Jackson and Reardon had come from the NTC, the Football SA program last year, but Jackson came from it 2 years ago, did play, of course, with Inter last year. But Reardon has come to Burks from that program in the off-season. Of course, Jackson was the real story of the finals series last season. As far as selections go, had never started a first-team game until the final series and started the grand final, which Salisbury Inter won as well. Reardon. Inboard for Quinn. Applin. Robertson. Applin again. Jackson's there for Inter. Freer. It's back to Applin though. Parinsas. Now, that's a really good ball for Williams. And the Inter defensive stretch. Williams puts it inboard. Ryder claims. Bellardo had been lurking. Ryder. That's very long. Chappell won the header. DeMarco. It's Chappell again. Bringing the ball forward. Quinn. Robertson is just playing it along the back. And Jazz Franks is on for Burks. Just playing the ball at right back. I'm wondering if that means, yeah, it looks like Mabel Day has come off for the away side. Freer. DeMarco. Hood. Robertson. Franks. It's up to Vogelsang on the attacking right. That's a really good challenge. And that will be offside. Good tackle there by Jackson. And Ryder with the free kick. Header won by Chappell. Gromball. Ooh, Vogelsang worried. The flag has stayed down against Bilardo! Goal kick. And you just feel that those moments keep happening, and Burks are just going to extend their lead throughout this half. Freer, Styles, DeMarco, Cravo, Styles. That's a little bit of passage, but Chappell was in the way. Cravo now wants to get the ball through to Hood. Burke's defence stands up well. And Perinsis found Bilardo, but tidied up there by Nishitani. Freer. Oh, and that's hit Hood, but it might work out. Cravo will get the free kick there. Played nearly 10 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions in this second half. It's still a half-time score of Inter 0, Burks 3. Well, I think it's a bit hopeless that there's a couple of balls on the sideline, and I just feel like in that situation, rather than the player having to hurdle the fence, that the ball just, one of the balls from the sideline just gets called for. That's what normally happens. Cravo! Hands in Jenna's arms. Franks. Williams. Oh, and that's fallen to Cravo. Box now. And here's Styles. Oh, and gave Jenna something to do. And Inter has a corner. Hope you're enjoying the action. And we thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Here's Nishitani with the corner. Swing it in with the left. It's going in towards goal. It's going to go over. Out for a goal kick. Jenner takes it short to Robertson. Here's Reardon. Gets it back from Applin. It's going to be a throw in. Chappell. Franks. Out to Williams. Back with Franks. Back to Williams. Does well to get it inboard to Vogelsang. Williams. And there's a chance here, and it might come to Reardon. Reardon now. Styles got in the way. DeMarco got in the way just in time. And the shot is nice left-footed effort by Princess, but Ryder was there. Freer. DeMarco. Reardon's won it. DeMarco wins it back though. Hood. Really just has no options, but will get the free kick. Here's Freer. Chappell in the way. Probably can't prevent the throw in. This time Hood does the over the fence retrieval work. DeMarco now just waiting for some options. Cravo is shortest and that's where it goes. Gets it back inboard, but wasn't enough on that return ball, and Reardon was able to win it. Freer back to Ryder. Jackson, nice touch. Freer. And that's a good ball. Now Hood can get up the attacking right and boxes inboard. Styles bursting into the area. Hood holds up, gets the cross in. Styles, cleared by Franks. Better moment for Inter. Nishitani. DeMarco. Jackson. Box. Nishitani. Wants to get it into the hot spot where Hood is. Headed away by Chappell. Cravo. Back to Freer. DeMarco. Well, that was probably where the ball should go, but there was nobody available on the attacking right, and I guess when you're a player down, that's part of the problem you're likely to have. Now, Burks are going to make their second change here. Sasha Williams is coming off. And it looks like Ada Pedicic is going to replace her. Pedicic often operates a bit more centrally, but appears to have started at the right-hand side that Williams had been on. Robertson. Quinn. Robertson, that's going to go out. Throw-in will be taken by DeMarco. Here's Robertson for Burks. Chappell. And it's come to box. Gromball. Freer. Nishitani has taken off on the other side, but it goes back to the right. DeMarco just trying to get the ball inboard to where Styles was. Frank's in the way again. Pedicic. And good win there by Gromball, but Burks have it back. Vogelsang. Just going to work it all the way back to Jenner. Robertson. Chappell back to Jenner. Well, provided we don't get what you would think is an increasingly unlikely Salisbury to come back, this result for Burks will actually get them up into 4th spot, at least temporarily. There's one game to come in this round, and that's between Adelaide Uni and Flinders United. And depending on the result of that one, Burks could drop 1 place from that 4th spot, but they are guaranteed that they'll be in the top 5, the finals positions at the end of this match, provided they stay in front, which looks the most likely prospect. Franks gets it back from Jenner. Oddly enough, when these two teams met at this time of last season, Burks won that one 3-0 as well. Things did change somewhat for Inter last year after a slow start. They're going to need that to happen again, because they look like having just 6 points from their first 6 games. But in fact, these teams met in round 6 here in 2024, and Burks won 3-0 on that occasion. 2 goals to Elise Garlick and 1 to Sasha Williams. DeMarco wanted to get Styles in board, but Robertson kept the run going and intercepted. Vogelsang, Aplin, and the header was won by Bilardo, but it falls to Chantel Ryder. Here's Pedicic. Strong battle there. It's a free kick to Box, who looks pretty keen to get on with things. That has to be careful. Did mention, did get booked in the first half, and the absolute last thing Inter needs is to go down to 9. Nishitani with the free kick. And Box can't quite get the header on. Vogelsang. It's going to break to Jackson. Turning. Gromball. It's won by Bilardo. Aplin. Now, that's a good ball. Reardon. Oh, and Reardon tried to get the touch to take it around Ryder. And had that occurred, that would have been a 4th surely for Burks. Chappell. Franks. Vogelsang. Pedicic. Just a bit too much on that one. Ryder claims. Freer. Styles. DeMarco has a bit of space here. Styles. That's good. Here goes Erin Hood now on the attacking right. Cravo trying to get into the middle. Hood against Robertson. That's an important win there by Chappell. DeMarco. Gets it back from Hood. DeMarco gets it into a decent area. Princess has to head it away for a corner. And Minna, having not got her corner right the first time, perhaps after a sighter will give us the sort of delivery that we normally expect from her, which is usually precise. Zoe Jackson is coming off for Salisbury Inter. And Nikki Frizzetto will come on in her place. That's a like for like. Now it's Nishitani's corner's short. Set play, gets it in. Oh, and the header was blocked. Good effort there by Hood. It looked like it were goal bound. And here's Frizzetto just onto the pitch, and it's out for a throw. You would expect that Intercoach Carl Maynard will be thinking about using all his bench, given the extra toll that the players have had with just the 10 for most of this game. But they're under pressure now. Applin. It's played out to the left-hand side where Robertson is. Oh, and not on the same page, Robertson and Bilardo there. So it's Freer with it. Ryder. Gets it back from DeMarco. Looks like DeMarco's... Just pause for a minute. Here's a chance for Bilardo. And Ryder was in the way. Put out for a throw. There's been a bit of a reshape. So Frizzetto's gone to right back. And DeMarco's gone to centre back. With Jackson substituted out. Here's Robertson with the throw. Styles wins that. It's another throw in. Robertson. Vogelsang. Weight of numbers told there for Inter. It's a throw in. Here's Quinn. Chappell. Franks. Cravo trying to chase down. But Franks will get it to Pedicic. It's inboard to Perinsis. Good pressure. Now Vogelsang tried to get the touch forward, but Frizzetto can clean that up. And looks like Gromball is down there. The discussion going on. All seems to be okay, and referee Pedros will have to restart with a drop ball. Here's Ryder. Good distance on that, but Chappell's there. Box. With Burks and Pedicic. Reardon under pressure there. And that's going to be an Inter free kick. So Inter are going to make another change here. That's Cravo coming off. And I think that's King coming on. King will go into a more forward midfield position, which is where Cravo had been operating. And Berks have also made a change with Sophie Betterman coming on for Talia Velado. Nishitani, Grombol, Freer, gets it out to Frizzetto. Wants to get Hood going. Chappell's come to cover. Gets it back. Princess. And it's broken back for Princess, but Burke's just unnecessarily put themselves under pressure there. Applin coming to do some more work. Pedicic. Franks. Now, is this a chance to get Vogelsang going? Vogelsang! Saved by Ryder. Ball squeezed out to Styles. It's still the halftime score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. For all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions of Internil, Burks 3, Hood trying to change that. And, well, I think Hood got a bit of a whack there from Chappell, and Chappell's getting a card for that. It had been a free kick to Burks, but Chappell just got a bit flustered in the process, and that's why she's gone into the book. Just over a quarter of an hour left to play in this one. It's been a dirty day for Salisbury Inter, but it was Chappell on that occasion who should be part of a winning side this afternoon that showed a little bit of frustration. Now, here's Applin trying to take on Freer. Applin! Freer did well. Applin gets it back. Vogelsang up against Frizzetto. Freer gets away. Here goes King. But Burks have it back. Robertson. Reardon gets the return ball from Quinn. Reardon now brings it inboard. Nishitani will get that away, or not quite though. Applin, now Nishitani can clear. Wanted to get Hood going, but here's Robertson for Burks. Good challenge, Styles. Frizzetto back to Ryder. Will be some very, very tired bodies out there, particularly among the intercamp, some of the outfielders that have been there from the start and having been part of a 10-player team for much of this game. Hood. Now, box. Just a little bit too much on that one from Styles. Now, Pedicic trying to drive Burks forward. It's gone too far though. It's with Ryder. Styles. DeMarco. Styles. Trying to burst through there was Box. Burks have it back. Chappell Franks, Chapel. That's going to break to Gromball. Styles. But Burks have defended well. You could say that their job's been made a little bit easier, but they've given up very, very few in the way of opportunities in this game. And now they're on the move again with Vogelsang. Only Reardon in the middle, but a good ball could get to the back post. Vogelsang. Riders done well again. Styles. Frizzetto. King. Styles. In the way again was Chapel. Reardon. That touch might just work out. Right to Frizzetto. Hood has battled really hard, Aaron Hood. It's going to be an into throw. Frizzetto to take. King. Still going, but Chapel wins it. Quinn. Applin. Frizzetto goes in first time. Styles is in the area. Does break in the end for Gromball. Nishitani. Oh, and just trying to get it through there was Box, but Burks have it again. And they have the chance to spring on the counter here. Oh, and Reardon's didn't take control there. Freer got in the way. Here's Ryder. Frizzetto. There's been no lack of endeavour to get back into this game, but it's just been such a difficult task for Salisbury Inter. And they're operating in this situation where they're just always under that much more pressure. Frizzetto, King, Styles tries to get it forward. Robertson will cover over here and win the throw. Chapel. Franks. Gets it back from Pedicic. Getting in the way there was Box. Throw in. Emily Cozens about to come on for Burks. And it looks like there'll be Caitlin Reardon, who's had a good game coming off. Opened the scoring, and how important that turned out to be for Burks today. Because it was already 1-0 when the situation occurred that led to Matilda Comley's dismissal. And there is a case to say that at 0-0, perhaps that incident doesn't occur in the way it did. Jenner. Robertson. Jenner, it's high and it's in the Cozens direction and over Cozens. Frizzetto. King. Wants to get Styles, but Princess is there. Cozens. Applin. Frizzetto comes to tidy up. Freer. Wants to loop it over to give Box a one-on-one. Chapel just does the safe thing though and heads it sideways and puts it out. Frizzetto to Hood. Hood gets it in board. Oh, just a bit of miscommunication. That ball could have been let run for Jenner. Nishitani. Nishitani! Goal kick. Jenner certainly doesn't need to hurry. Franks. They get the ball out to Vogelsang. Box. Oh, and it's turned over. Applin. Vogelsang. Betterman. Got it back to Chappell. Jenner. Robertson. Franks. Operating in the true centre-back position. Vogelsang. That's Frears. Hood. Good challenge there by Quinn. Pedicic. Betterman. Just wanting to get that ball across to where Cozens was. And it's with Ryder. Now, a win there by Hood, but Franks battles back to take possession for Burks. Pedicic runs into a wall and gives away the free kick. Nishitani to take. Here's Hood. Not bad, could King get there? All tidied up again by Chappell. Nishitani gets on with it. Hood. It's been a valiant display in this second half by Inter, but the halftime score of 3-0 to Burks remains. King, that's out for a goal kick. Hope you've enjoyed the action in this first game. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Robertson. Cozens, oh, that's gone straight to Styles. Styles. Frizzetto wants to get the ball in board. There's only Burks players there, but it might fall for Hood. And the shot from box. Straight to Jenner. Robertson. Applin. Now, bursting forward now, Applin. Vogelsang. Wanted to get Cozens going. Throw in. Ryder now. Looking for some movement. It's broken to Vogelsang here. Still Vogelsang. Burks players getting forward. Vogelsang manages to clip it to where Pedicic is. Here's Betterman. Pedicic. Perinsis. Just haven't quite found the spot to deliver it. And offside. Good defending there by Inter to force that situation. Well, it's a tough call for player of the match, and there's been a lot of really, really good performances by this Burks team and really could go to one of any of about 4 or 5 players. But I think one player that really stood out, particularly in the first half, and got a goal as well as part of what was a very impressive first half Burke's performance, was El Parensis. And the power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, is El Parensis, who on the ball right now played really well in that position just ahead of the back line for Burke's. Here's Erin Hood, certainly worthy of mention herself. A huge performance as the lone forward for so much of this game for Inter. Nishitani wants to get a ball in, it's blocked. It's another Inter throw. We're getting close now. Burks will be able to celebrate. Spot in the top 5 at the end of this round. We don't know yet whether it will be 4th or 5th, but either way, they've come from 3 straight losses to start the season. And I would say at least one really disappointing loss in that group, where they really just didn't put in a performance at all when they went to Adelaide City Park. Now it's 3 straight league wins. Styles, is there a late consolation here? No, once again, bodies in the way for Burks. It was Robertson on that occasion. But 3 straight league wins for Burks, and that's really propelled their season going into the midsection of the 18 rounds, which is where we'll be next week. And they'll go on to take that 3-match WMPL winning streak into round 7 against Adelaide Uni. That'll be a pretty big game. Oh, here's a chance for Applin. And that's going to roll into goal to make it 4. And Applin gets her second. And completes a terrific afternoon for West Torrens Birkalla. And certainly one that these Inter players will want to forget. They'll bounce back this season, you can be sure of that. But it's going to be a tough old week. And they'll be going into a match in just 5 days' time away to Adelaide Comets. So it's going to be another big challenge for this Inter side in their title defence. We are into stoppage time here at Service FM Stadium. Just a reminder that a few minutes after this, we'll be bringing you the final match of round 6 of the Apex Steel WMPL season. And that's going to be between Flinders United and Adelaide University. You'll have to come off this stream on YouTube and then go back into the stream that will be starting very shortly, which will be Flinders United versus Adelaide University. Now, ball from Betterman inboard. It's cleared for a throw in. We are in the hands of referee Pedros, and however much stoppage time is going to be added. Pedicic. Parensis gets into the area. Parensis, and here's a chance for Cozens. Good battling there by Box, I think it was. That was Gromball, in fact, to deny Cousins a chance at shooting. Ryder to take the free kick. Styles. Let's get the ball over there for Hood. Kendall Jenner, who's pretty close to keeping what every goalkeeper wants, a clean sheet to their name. Inter still trying to at least get themselves a consolation. Here's Hood. Finds the path blocked again. Burke's a team that does sometimes concede a lot. They've conceded 10 in 5 games, and in previous seasons they've been high conceders as well. So they'll be delighted if they can finish this game with no goals against. But Inter still pushing forward in these dying moments of stoppage time. Ryder will deliver this right to the edge of the penalty area, you would imagine. And the ball might break here. Box! Oh, great save, Jenner. It might still fall for Box. Went down. No decision from referee Pedros. And that is the full-time whistle. Absolutely West Torrens Birkalla's afternoon. Rolling to a 4-0 win here at Service FM Stadium. Reardon with the first, El Perinsis with the second, and Mariah Applin with the third and the fourth. They went a player up early in the game due to the red card shown to Matilda Comley for denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Inter really battled in the second half. It had been 3-0 at half-time, but they were never able to find the consolation, and it was, in the end, a 4th goal to Burks in the second half, scored by Applin to round off what I'm sure the visiting team will call a pretty perfect afternoon here at Service FM Stadium. And they will go into 4th place at the moment, and will be waiting on the outcome of the match between Adelaide Uni and Flinders United, which is coming to you shortly, to see if they're able to hold on to that. But a terrific afternoon for Burks. They'll be able to celebrate the 3 points and take them back down the highway to Jack Smith Park. Hope you can join us for the next game. Come off this stream and onto the stream for the Adelaide University Flinders United match. Can't wait to bring it to you.
To MCI.